Lisa.
Oh yeah,
dang, we can't even talk to each other how we doing, talk like family, and then get on live.
right.
Like we just gotta.
Well, y'all were late. We
Bam.
that
So I guess what's up, guys? You are now tuned into uncensored, unfiltered, all of that.
Why is my phone doing that? Is my phone the only one doing that?
Oh,
what?
you gonna have to edit that.
What your
Really, like, sound like it's going in and out.
No, I can hear you perfectly.
I can hear you fine. Can you hear us?
Hey, beautiful.
Hello, gorgeous.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
You know what? I'm doing well. I will not complain.
A paper plate. I mean,
Can you hear us?
I can hear you.
I'm doing very well. Complaining will get me nowhere fast, so I'm not gonna complain.
Preach it, tell it, sing it, and say it.
Right now,
Previously on Atlanta Housewives.
Stage the live.
Yes, take us a view of the pool.
Oh. Okay, so we here and we live.
So y'all,
who is that working in your background?
National holiday. And how do y'all?
Hold on, let me turn this down.
We can't hear you, Greg.
Y'all can't hear me?
Nah, baby, it's your shit over there that's fucked up.
Y'all can't hear me for real? Can y'all hear me now?
Y'all, I need a feel.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
You
do?
I can hear you.
You can?
So I was saying, can you hear me, Chastity?
You do?
Wait, what?
What happened?
Can you hear me, Wayne?
I can hear you. I'm just moving around, so I'm listening. But what'd you say?
We have to find him.
I'm asking, can y'all hear me?
Greg, you're gonna have to disconnect yourself and reconnect. Do we need to come back in?
Get on my phone.
You need to log back in.
No, you cannot. You can get on that floor.
It's bent.
I don't want to be up.
What is everybody drinking?
I'm not drinking anything right now, but tonight I'm gonna be on some Crown.
I'm about to have a little hen dog.
I only have tequila.
Well, you know, anything is possible when you get that together. So you get your tequila, I'll get that hen dog, and let's see what takes place on this here live. Tip.
Oh my god. I have Malibu rum, but I don't really like that.
You know, pull out the tequila.
Girl, get you some red cream soda or some blue cream soda and go with that.
Oh, I don't see. I gotta go.
Oh, I need to do my feet when I get home.
That's right.
Ooh, these feet are horrible.
Okay, can y'all hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, I had to get on my phone.
I'm staging the live right now.
All right now.
Okay.
Come on, baby. With the
as I was saying, we have a new national holiday. How do y'all feel about that?
Well, the same way because it's been the holiday to me.
I know, but the thing is, I think I found my earring.
Are the banks gonna be closed on this national holiday?
It's a federal holiday now.
What they talking about?
Starting this year.
Starting this weekend.
So everyone gets paid time and a half for Saturday when they go to work.
Jobs get paid.
Okay, I'm gonna be up for that thing. It's me, baby. Get my 9 hours in.
If you work for federal, you get time.
Now, look, I ain't got that much battery now.
It's supposed to be 30.
How this goes.
We're gonna make it about 30 minutes. But my thing is, it's supposed to last. So it's for federal employees that get paid time and a half, but it's up to a company to decide if they want to pay time and a half for the federal.
So Gucci gonna say no. Texaco called us black jelly beans. They gonna say no.
My
Who else gonna
job
say
damn
no?
sure gonna say no. They don't even want to pay no motherfucking matter.
Like,
Why
But I
make
think
it a lot? Why make it a federal holiday if it's up to a company to choose whether or not they gonna celebrate?
Exactly.
because
That's
now
what you're saying.
it's
Because
more like
we've been calling in on that day.
and MLK
We've
Day.
been taking off.
but you know what the crazy part is? Like a lot of black people didn't know about Juneteenth.
That disgusts me because they know about Black Panther but don't know about they people's holiday.
Well, I see it as this like for people that live in Texas, okay, of course, people in Texas we all always celebrated Juneteenth. But I feel like people outside of Texas really didn't celebrate it because it's not in the history books. You know what I'm saying?
You
And
didn't
my thing is
celebrate it like in other states?
what? Yeah, because my cousins, like my people in Florida, didn't know what Juneteenth was.
And what's
I mean,
sucks
people
with
in
Texas,
Louisiana should know.
especially the southern region
Well,
of Texas,
I would say Louisiana and Texas like this, so of course
Portia.
they gonna know. Huh?
but I said with Texas, the only reason that the southern region of Texas really knows about Juneteenth, no lie, it's not because we were taught about it, but because we listened to songs about it, and that made us go look it up. And Juneteenth was not something that we were taught or given.
So I think
Grab it away.
because you know how in high school you have like U.S. history, Texas history, and stuff like that.
Government, economic.
I think African American history should be a course
Curriculum.
in high school. Like
They should.
everybody should be able to take. And if it's not even called, I would say African American
African-American history. Because they do that in college. At Prairie View, I took African-American, was it music or history class? But I think it was a music type class. But it taught me all about my culture's music, where it came from, where it was rooted from. And a lot of things I had no idea about. The dances and everything, it comes how it roots from Africa, how it roots from our ancestors. Even a lot of the dances that we're doing now, what they come from. And I had no idea, but I didn't learn that until I went to a HBCU.
Right. But I think we will overdo that. And hopefully, so what is everybody plans for their first national book? So are y'all still gonna do 4th of July or we just gonna call
No! What? Can I
So-
clap?
What?
So my thing is,
What
so
happened to July?
that's what I'm saying. So are we still gonna celebrate 4th of July or is this
Why
gonna be
the
our
hell
4th of
are we
July?
celebrating the 4th of July? We didn't want to celebrate that shit last year. Why we gonna celebrate this?
I mean, because we was raised on celebrating 4th of July. So now that we actually got an actual holiday for Black folks,
How do we celebrate?
do we
the 4th
skip
of July,
out?
actually?
So should we separate white holidays from Black holidays? Because I think the Tulsa that should be a national holiday.
What? What should be a national holiday?
That Tulsa Doomsday on Tulsa.
When they got rid of Black Wall Street?
Yeah,
You doggone right. Just like 9/11, right?
exactly. So should we push for that to be a national holiday for Black folks too?
You doggone right, because we should be building that back up, and they should have a ground zero for that.
Oh, my bad.
There
Get
should
it
be
together.
a whole ground zero for Black Wall Street. That's historic. That should be a landmark.
Yeah.
They act like we ain't never had it. This is where y'all had it. This was y'all right here.
Can one of you guys bring me a charger, please?
So are they still doing the parade this weekend in Independence, Louisiana?
There's a tropical storm. What its name is, I do not know. It's been rescheduled to the 26th of June, and I will not be here.
Not them rescheduling the parade.
So I think we should all be in Galveston this weekend.
I think as Black people, we should march through the rain.
March through the rain.
I mean, damn, Juneteenth. We went through the rain. We went through the storm. Why we can't just march through a little boom boom?
I celebrate the
Don't
holiday,
get
but
sick.
I'm tell you right now, I ain't marching through no rain.
See,
Because
that's
we
my
don't get
problem.
sick.
That's why
That's
they don't
why.
want to make our holidays because they know we ain't gonna do what's necessary to uphold them holidays.
No,
Can
because
we just put the
I
can
wasn't out there
I say
marching on
something?
any other holiday either.
They whooped our ass on their holidays. Why we can't go march on ours?
Wait,
They
they
whooped
ain't.
our ass in the rain. We could go march in the rain.
We gonna get sick.
Oh, you're right. It's 2021. You're right. And I am not fully vaccinated.
No, not that. Like, you know how when you were younger, black kids, it start raining, your mama say, run your ass to the house.
Because you get
But
your head
white
wet and all of that.
people, they play in the rain. They do all kinds of things. So we're not immune to rain. So we gonna get sick.
You're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
you know how y'all. You know how our African American hair get when it get wet.
That part.
You have a whole lot of people out there with bonnets on. What
No,
Monique
look, I'm gonna
said.
have to put on my whole deep wave lace unit just so it can get wet.
You're welcome, baby.
Monique said y'all do not need to be out there with them bonnets on,
I'm gonna
even
take
in the
lace unit
rain.
and I'm gonna fleek them edges. That way, when it get wet, it's gonna curl up.
No, actually, I actually do want to do like a little barbecue or something like that for Juneteenth. Like, I mean, it's the first one, like
So
the
you
first
got
national. I'm not gonna say it's the first celebration because it's always been celebrated in Texas. But my thing is the first national, like national, federal. You know what I'm saying?
right.
I feel that. Okay, so let's get some shirts made. Let's have a turn up. Let's get on the live.
It's too late for shirts.
No, it's not Amazon. Oh no,
Juneteenth
you're
is this
right.
weekend.
Walmart don't sell them.
That
Nobody
one
sell
go
black shirts.
out.
No, but they'll probably start selling them next year.
They
If
gonna have
not, I will.
right now. They got some shirts. I guarantee you, somebody's making some shirts for Walmart.
Somebody should be running it up for
This
Walmart.
gonna be
They
me.
know that that's a national holiday.
I'm calling Walmart right now.
Let me get on my Cricut real quick and make me some shirts.
You make shirts anyway, so I don't know why you not. Hey,
I'm finna get on my Cricut.
You have a Cricut?
Mm-hmm.
so how much you selling the shirts for?
Nope. See. Hold on now. Let me see how long it take me to get a draft together.
You supposed to been on that when
I
Biden was
just
signing
found
the
this
papers.
out 10 minutes ago. I was not watching the news. Sorry.
This was discussed over days. Everybody knew he was signing that today.
No,
I don't have a regular TV
they were trying to
that's on
pass
in my
it,
house.
but I didn't see that it was passed.
We got it.
You asking me if I want one? No, thank you, love.
Who was that?
Zoe.
Hey, Zoe.
You heard her?
Yeah, I heard her.
Zoe.
Where Autumn at?
Sleep and don't you wake her up.
Oh, wow. Autumn.
That's a celebration right there, okay?
So the question is,
You going to so chill.
since that's a national holiday now, should we push for? Because my thing is, like I was saying earlier, I think that it should be a requirement for anybody going through high school should take African American history. And my thing about that is that I think it would teach everybody about our history. So you would have them people that, because most people develop majority of they, if they don't, how they deal with other cultures in high school, because that's when you really become diverse, or think of things like that. Like, okay, so my thing is, I think it will give younger youth understanding of our history instead of just basing off what their parents teach them. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think the same people that distribute our school books that say Christopher Columbus discovered all of this and made all of this for you and me, gonna say, and he went across the ocean and went to Africa and took all them black people and brought them on slave ships and brought them back to what we call America and had them working in the fields. And anytime they didn't listen, that he'll slash their back with the same whips he'll whip his horses with. But you think they're gonna put that up in there?
They ain't gonna have no choice, especially we shouldn't have white people writing our history books anyway. We need the black people. We need the black.
Why is it not in there?
Huh?
Because the history goes from the Native Americans having this land to white people coming over and conquering this land to this land being made for everybody, to the land being opened up for blacks, and now blacks are free. Yeah, it's been blacks were free. It never was. Blacks were here, Native Americans were here, whites came. It's Native Americans were here, whites came and took that shit, and then the blacks had to get free, and now the land is free for everybody. Now the land is free for everybody. Now it's women have to have the rights, and now they never ever said how they really went and they stole us. They kidnapped us.
And I'm gonna say
never ever said that.
But not just them, because we sold some black folks sold black folks too.
But why you think that is?
Because we so much against our own people that sometimes we don't even.
Do you also not believe that they didn't come in with numbers saying even if you don't, we still gonna snatch it up and we'll kill you too? We'll take you. You don't give us what we want. Think about how it works right now. Think about the whole police situation. Think about lawyers and attorneys on the opposite side. You don't tell us what we want. We'll make you give us what we want. Remember your daughter. Remember your child. Remember your wife. Remember your significant other. You gonna do whatever you gotta do for that. If that means sell a soul, they gonna sell a soul.
Right, because I think people still sell souls. So
they still do to this day, and now they say the Illuminati over it. The Illuminati. They gonna turn my screen off. I ain't trying to go there. Because listen, we can really. Let me tell you something. I know who the Illuminati is. We living in it. Baby, America ain't gonna let nobody run nothing. America is America. We are great. You hear me?
But like I was saying, like it should be a requirement. But like I was saying, white, we shouldn't allow white people to tell our story. When we write these history books, we need like the woman. What's her name? Oprah. The woman who actually, she's like 97 years old. She's the one that actually pushed for the holiday. Like she's been pushing for years.
Yeah, like, I agree with that. But how far are they gonna let her go? How far are they really going to allow a powerful group of black people to go to tell our story to the nation? They won't allow too many videos to surface about our truth. When videos like with situations with Sandra Bland and Eric Garner and George Floyd come to surface, they try to do whatever they can to suppress it. But because of the power in numbers and social media and the way that it spreads like a wildfire, most things, those type of things at certain points, they cannot contain at certain points, because for the majority, they do. You know, these things happen too often. We don't see everything.
Yeah.
Everybody's story doesn't make it nationally, unfortunately. And all of this happens far too much, too often. And now it's to the point where our story should have been told, but it's up to us to get on certain platforms and tell our story. Yes.
And tell our story.
Yes.
And it's just like half of the stuff, like you have to question some things. You know how like, oh, I got to question. I even question the Bible. And don't get me wrong, I believe in God and everything else, but sometimes I just question the things because that's written by the white man.
And it's been written multiple times, over and over and over again.
That's why you have so many versions. Like, if it was really just one, they say all the Bibles come from one Bible, but what's really the truth out there? Like,
they always have to break it down for the people, quote unquote.
Every Bible is written different with different words, different meanings, and then not only do you have the word in front of you, even when you reading it,
Who are you talking
a
to?
pastor, a priest, they still can interpret it to whatever the hell they want to interpret
From
it
what
to.
they went through in their life experience.
Yeah.
They
One
lived,
second.
whatever
I'm
they
almost.
went through. I ain't got nothing to do with that. And I understand your story is your story, but then here I have another question. And I'm gonna tie it in with what we were just talking about. The same books that we said that need to be altered because it doesn't tell the full story of our country and of our culture. It doesn't even include our culture properly. The book of the Bible, the Bible, is produced by some of the same people that produce our school books.
Hello.
That print out our school books. Same type of people. So, do we truly believe that those people will not, the same people that will not put the truth in the school books, are going to put the truth in what they call the book of life,
Right.
simply because it's the book of life? No, you can't even be 100 with the kids in school. You're not going to give it to us as the world and tell us how to truly prosper. You're going to manipulate because that's what you all do. What makes me think that out of everything in the world, this one book you choose to be just perfect? Hell no. Ain't nothing perfect about none of us. So I don't believe that book is perfect, and it's in black and white. Now, in my heart, my personal relationship with what that book is based on, that's totally different. That's between me and my father.
And that's all that
That's
matters.
personal.
Like
That's
whoever you believe in as far as higher being, it's you and that the higher being's relationship.
That's it.
It's you shouldn't have to. Yes, it's a book of life, or yes, it's like a book to read that some people do follow, and that's them. But at the end of the day, it's how you are one with your higher being. Whether you go to church, whether you don't go to church, whether you pray on your knees or you pray in the shower, or however, it's between you and that higher being.
Yes, it's a very good resource. The Bible is a very, very good resource. It's no different from reading any other book. You take lessons that was applied in that book, you apply it to your life, and you see how they went about it, and you make attempts to go about it how they did. It didn't work. You still took that lesson, so you find a way that works best for you, and you apply that lesson to your life. It's a very good resource. But do I believe that it's 100% the truth? No, I do not.
Because we got that little, what is it, like,
Eve,
in the U.S. history, world history, Texas history, and that they teach in high school, we got like that little one chapter, and you like, nah, come on.
You get a whole school year syllabus.
Yeah, we got this whole
right there
thing, and you got this little one section on African American history, and you like, come on, we've been here how long?
Harriet Tubman and freeing the slaves.
Yeah, that's all you get. You get it's one chapter. You got Harriet Tubman. And it got like Frederick Douglass, and that's basically all you hear about it. And you gotta be like, nah, come on.
Wait, Tiffany,
you're freezing up.
Is that better? Kind of.
You look like and we lost her. But yeah, now that we got our national holiday, that I think we should replace with 4th of July, honestly, because we wasn't freed on Independence Day.
It's not fair. Excuse me, guys. The CBD is amazing.
Okay, I'm back.
It's not fair for us to care. It's not fair for us to celebrate our country's independence, knowing that our country, yes, America, so we root on America, yeah, because we're from here. This is our country. It's our country's independence, but that our country's independence truly has nothing to do with us besides the fact that, yes, okay, I'm an American, but still, the 4th of July is not my Independence Day. Like, it's my country's, the country that I reside in. And when they did not include me, whoa, Jesus, when they said the 4th of July, when they chose the 4th of July, that wasn't for me. but I'm glad my country was able to be free so I could be free within my country.
Right.
But that wasn't for me, you know?
Right.
And that's
I think
exactly
it
how I'm
led.
gonna look at it.
4th of July probably led to some of our freedom. You like getting us towards like they had to free themselves from Britain before they, they can talk about freeing us. I don't know, but we definitely should push now. And
Wait, am I freezing?
Huh?
Am I freezing now?
No, not right now.
So you know how like I was just gonna make one little like comment. You know how when you're in middle school and you have to write that 4-page paper on, I remember I did it on Frederick Douglass. I'm not gonna lie.
We all did a paper on Frederick Douglass.
Yeah, like so they teach it like what grade was that? Maybe like 5th or 6th or something like that.
Yeah, right before you go to middle school.
And then it was an intermediate. You're right. And so after that, honestly, like maybe once in high school, maybe 9th or 10th grade.
Are you freezing up? Did we lose you?
One thing I feel like when no, I'm here.
Okay, you kind of got choppy a little bit.
I feel like when it comes to current events, we need to know more. Like I was in high school when 9/11 happened.
Me too.
So I felt that was something we should be learning about rather than whoever the hell did whatever the hell in the 1900s. But also like include Black history and don't just include it in one course in 1 year. I think we should start, in middle school, in high school, and continue it on. But also,
is Tiffany talking?
Yeah.
We can't hear you, babe.
I can hear. You can hear?
No.
But also just like we have to know about all nationalities, not just us.
We do. But my thing is, I'm gonna say this: I think our background had a little rougher than anybody else.
100%, I agree.
And based off our history, we're still hated based off our history. You know what I'm saying? And I never understood how much they hated us just because we had dark skin. Like, really?
Because that's not what it was.
I mean.
Think about it. If you take out Black people, matter of fact, take out race. When you just look at the world, what category of people, period, is hated on the most? It's the ballers. That's it. It's those at the top. Those are the ones that are hated on the most. Those who have the most. Those who have access to the most. People continue to say, we are royalty. Our ancestors were royalty. So why would they not hate on us? We're royalty. In order to prevent us from being that, in order to prevent us from being greater than them, they have to pull down our self-esteem. They have to pull down our desires. They have to pull down our wants, our needs. They have to take that away from us. They have to take us from wealthy to low income, to poor, to homeless. They have to strategically, by any means, barbarically do that to a whole entire race.
All right.
That's how you have to do it. And everything I just said are words. Every word I use are words that are used to describe that race. They are barbaric with the way that they, not even just us as Black people, the way they took over the Native American culture. The way they suppress their culture.
Yeah, but I still think it comes to some of the things that come from the Bible, because for some freaking reason they think the Bible made them the prior what do you call it? The what's the word for it?
Superior
beings on the earth, and they supposed to be above everybody else, and not like I don't the Bible can be just as evil as it is good. You know what I'm saying? And I just got to question a lot. I just question it. I believe in it, but it's still some things I'm kind of like, okay, this written by y'all to manipulate me into believing in what y'all want me to believe in.
But we need to find 180 black people that are 85 and tell us the story.
Hold on, Greg. You have this whole deal on some sort of situation where you can only hear her. I need to be able to hear too.
You can't hear her?
No, and I feel real disrespected. Because I know it's powerful.
We on the same. I need to put the words at the bottom to where
the caption.
I need to put the caption at the bottom. I can hear perfectly.
Caption.
I'm not.
Wait, Greg, did you put us like this? Put us all side by side. Can you
hear her now?
No.
I don't know what's going on.
Audio. That's not it.
Do you on your phone? Do you have her on mute? Like I think you can have her on mute on your end.
I just paused her. I unpaused. Say something too.
So you probably have her on mute on your end.
I never touched it. Now she paused. Okay. Lord Jesus, I'm leaving and coming back.
Okay, we can just end it right here and pick up back another time because I don't want to make it too long, like everything else. You know what I'm saying? So we can just pick this up another time. Hello? Did y'all lose your connection too, Tiffany? Okay, y'all. I guess that's it. We'll pick up on this next time we get on. I know that hopefully everybody stay on. But thank you for watching and catch y'all next time. And now I'm out.